Let me ask you something. Have you ever watched a Formula One race and felt like the drivers were just going through the motions? Like, the cars are fast, the circuits are iconic, but something's missing. Well, the 2026 season has been a wild roller coaster of exactly that. Some races have felt like the golden age of motorsport, while others have left fans scratching their heads, wondering if the sport's soul got lost in the shuffle of battery rules and energy management. And honestly, it's not just about the cars, it's about how we're redefining what makes racing exciting in this new era. Take Barcelona, for instance. Now, I'll admit, I've seen my fair share of Grand Prix weekends, but Barcelona 2026. That was something else. It wasn't just the track, it was the fact that teams actually had to think about aerodynamics, tire wear, and strategy instead of fighting over battery deployment. Imagine a race where the outcome hinges on a driver's ability to manage a set of tires over 60 laps, not just who can press a button faster. It felt like a throwback to the days when skill, not tech, defined champions. But here's the kicker, when Lewis Hamilton went for that 3-stop strategy against Mercedes' 2-stop plan, it wasn't just a gamble, it was a masterclass in risk-taking. And yet, so many races this season have felt like the opposite. Like, why even try if the rules let your rival cheat their way back past you with a button press? Now, let's talk about the British GP. Oh, the British GP. I still get chills thinking about that final lap. Not because of the racing, because the racing was brilliant. But because of the chaos. The safety car confusion. That's the stuff of legend. But here's what really bugged me. The race was already a nail-biter until that moment. And then, poof, suddenly, the drama was erased by a rule that felt more like a glitch than a decision. It's not just about the safety car, though. It's about how the 2026 regulations have created this weird paradox. On one hand, we're supposed to have more overtaking. On the other, we're stuck with drivers clipping each other on high-speed straights because their energy systems can't keep up. It's like watching a chess match where the pieces are all missing their legs. And then there's Suzuka. Oh, Suzuka. The track that's supposed to be a masterpiece of engineering, but this year? It felt like a ghost town. Drivers were just going through the motions. Overtaking wasn't about skill, it was about who could afford to burn through their battery faster. You know what's wild? The same thing happened at Spa. These circuits, which used to be the pinnacle of F1 drama, now feel like they're just testing grounds for how quickly a car can go from 0 to 60 without blowing up. And yet, there were glimmers of hope. Hungary, for example, showed that when teams figure out how to wring every ounce of performance from these cars, the racing can still be incredible. Max Verstappen's pass on Hamilton at turn 1. That was pure magic. But here's the thing. If we're going to keep these tracks on the calendar, we need to fix the rules. Otherwise, we're just going to keep seeing these iconic circuits become relics of a bygone era. So, what does this all mean? Well, personally, I think the 2026 regulations are a work in progress. They're trying to balance sustainability with spectacle, but right now, it feels like they're leaning too far toward the former. The problem isn't just the rules, it's how they're being applied. When a driver can overtake someone on a straightaway without any real effort, it devalues the entire concept of racing. And if we keep seeing races like Suzuka and Spa, where the only excitement comes from hoping the safety car doesn't ruin everything, we're going to lose fans. But here's the good news, there's still time to fix this. If F1 can learn from the Barcelona GP and the British GP, maybe we can find a way to make the next season something to remember. Because at the end of the day, this sport isn't about the cars, it's about the people behind the wheel. And if we can't make their stories matter, what's the point of watching at all?